and it is Monday. We're going to graph lines today. And we are going to have FUN, fun. Okay, in the last lesson, we learned how to graph a line. You could do the slope, or you could create a table. Today, we're going to be given an equation and a graph, and we're going to graph it using the slope and the y-intercept. And we're going to graph a couple of special lines, and I will go through that with you, and you are about to have fun. Let me start recording, or I'll be doing all of this for nothing. Okay, we are recording. So let's go to number one. I'm not going to zoom in on these too close, so I'm just going to keep it right in here for now. Okay, remember, put at the top of the page, write down y equals mx plus b. So y equals mx plus b. You learned that in 8th grade. Didn't graph a lot in 8th grade due to what happened last spring. Okay, so we're going to get you caught up. So your m is your slope, and your b is your y-intercept. When we start doing word problems, that will turn into the starting number. Okay, we've used gx plus s before. The slope is a growing number. The y-intercept is your starting number. Okay, now then the slope tells you to go up or down over right. So you're going to start with the starting number, then you look at your slope, and you're just going to make a series of dots going across the graph. You're going to graph the line. So it is going to be FUN, fun. Now then, what I want you to do on every line, and I'm going to, hopefully this will work when I zoom in. We're going to write down what the slope is, what the y-intercepts, and then we are going to graph a series of dots and graph the line. So basically, to do this, all you're doing is counting spaces. Remember, when you graph an ordered pair, you go left or right, then you go up or down. When you do the slope, you're going to go up or down from the starting number and then to the right. So let's get going. So on number one, write down m equals and b equals. Okay, the m is 7 over 2, and our b is -2. Okay, let me change this up here. Let me make it a flat fraction bar. The 7 means we're going to go up because it's positive, and the 2 means we're going to go to the right. I'm going to put RT. So we're going to graph the starting number at -2 on the y-axis. Then our slope tells us to go up 7, right 2 from that ordered pair. So let me change colors here, and we are going to graph the starting number. The starting number is -2, so I'm going to put a dot here. From that dot, not from the origin, but from that dot, I'm going to do the slope. I'm not going to go left or right. I'm going to go up or down. Since my slope is positive, I'm going to go up 7 and to the right 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. I'm right here, aren't I? Those are the only 2 dots. If I go down, I'm going to be off the graph. So those are the only 2 dots I could get on that. If you have your ID card, use your ID card to graph and just connect the dots. So you want to make as many of these dots as you can on the graph. Just plot the points and connect them. It's not that difficult. So you start with the starting number, then you do the slope. Let's go to number 2. So on number 2, write down m equal and b equal. The slope is -6, and your y-intercept is 3 in it. How can I make -6 a fraction? You want your slope as a fraction. You could turn -6 into -6 over 1, right? Since the top number is negative, this tells me to go down and to the right. Okay, so I'm going to start with my starting number, and then I'm going to go down 6, right 1. Piece of cake, huh? So my starting number is 3, so go to the y-axis on 3, that's my y-intercept, and then from that dot, I'm going to go down 6, right 1. This is pretty simple because we don't have to worry about the x-intercept like you did in the lesson before. So from this dot, down 6, right 1, I get another dot. Those are the only 2 dots I can get. I can't go up and I can't go down again, or I'll be off the graph. So connect those 2 dots, use your ID card as a straight edge, and you would get this line. Piece of cake. Not that difficult, is it? Very simple. So start with the starting number and then do what the slope says. Make the slope a fraction. A negative slope means down, a positive slope means up. And then let's do number 6. Okay, on number 6, we have x equals 5. There's only one letter, right? If there's only one letter, it's only going to cross one axis. So on an x equal 5 line, this is only going to cross the x-axis. Okay, now then do this with me real quick. Draw an xy axis. For a line to cross the x-axis without crossing the y-axis, there's no y, so it can't cross y. The x-axis is flat, but an x equal line is vertical. So an x equal line is going to do this in it. Okay, an x equal line will go straight up and down. It has an undefined slope. A y equal line will be flat. Okay, so on this problem, x equals 5. I'm going to put a dot on the x-axis at 5. How can I draw a dot through that line that won't cross y? It's going to be a vertical line, right? If you want to, this could help because we're going to have to figure this out later on. Put slope undefined. Okay, so a straight up and down line has a slope that's undefined. Now then we're going to go to number 3. On number 3, there's only one letter, right? The only letter's y. That means if you have a y equal negative 5, it only crosses y. So let's do the same thing. Let's draw an xy axis. Remember, the y-axis is vertical, but for a line to go through the y-axis without touching the x-axis, it's going to have to be a flat line in it. And the slope will be 0. So we're going to cross the y-axis where? At negative 5. So put a dot on the y-axis at negative 5. It can't cross x, so it'll be parallel to x. It's going to be a flat line through y equal negative 5, and this has a slope of 0. Okay, now then you have 8 more problems to do. This is not difficult, okay? If you do not have a b, the slope, y'all go to number 7 real quick. Go to number 7. Write down m equals b equals. The slope of this line is 5 over 3. There's no b, is there? So the b is 0, which means it goes to the origin, right? So the 0 means our line will go through the origin. Y'all should remember from last year, a line that goes through the origin is proportional. And this line will go up 5 and right 3. This line will go up 5 and right 3. Okay, you will do the rest of these on your own. Let me stop recording so it could... And then let me do this. Okay. You've been a wonderful, wonderful class today. I hope you have a blast doing these remaining graphs. Remember, do the starting number first, put a dot on the y-axis, and then do what the slope says, connect the dots. Piece of cake. If you have an x equal line, it's vertical. A y equal line's flat. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember, you are amazing. You were created to do wonderful things, and you are awesome.